Howdy folks, welcome back to my channel. It's the homie Dax coming back at you with another video, which I haven't actually done a video in a really long time. But shit's been going on in my life and I'm trying to get my life together. So excuse that, but I got one coming for you today. What I want to talk about today is something that nobody really talks about, or at least I've never heard anyone talk about it, and hence why I'm doing this video, is what happens when you're on like a bulking fitness journey. So for those that are probably just tuning in, I've been on my fitness journey. Well, this is my second one. I've been on my second fitness journey for the most of 2019, where I've been working towards getting to 175 pounds. I've had a couple of setbacks along the way, but that's for another day. But I've been consistently bulking, trying to get to 175. I'm about 158 right now. So I'm not that far off. So I still got a couple of months until end of 2019 to get where I need to be. With that being said, no one really talks about what the fuck happens when you're on a bulking journey. And there's just a couple of things that I want to touch on that I feel that's important. You might find funny, you might find informative, or you might just relate and identify to this. In terms of what happens with your body and the physical changes when you're actually bulking. So the first thing that I want to talk about is eating. Eating is a fucking full-time job. Like, you'll get so tired of eating with the amount that you actually have to eat. You know, just finding out, putting your body in a caloric surplus where you're actually holding on to more calories than you're actually consuming. I find that the standard is, a pound a week or a half to a pound a week. And that is hard as hell, especially, being, I'm a hard gainer, or at least I would consider myself a hard gainer, where it's hard for me to put on fucking weight. That's a lie. I can put on the weight. It's hard for me to maintain it. It's hard for me to keep it. So eating is a full-time job now. Like, I eat like 6 times a day, and I have to be strategic in that shit because I legitimately can't sit down and eat 6 meals a day. I personally can't do that. And I'm just fucking exhausted. However, what I can do is 3 meals, 2 shakes, and a snack. Or 2 meals, 2 shakes, 2 snacks, depending on how I'm feeling in that day. But definitely being strategic in how you eat, because eating is a fucking full-time job. It is a second full-time job when you're trying to bulk. Second thing is you poop a lot. Like, you poop. I'm talking poop. You poop so fucking much, especially if you're taking like a protein and things like that. You poop, and I'm assuming that's just a normal function because you're consuming a lot, and then your body, processes it all, and then it has to get rid of the waste. But there are some days where you're just tired of fucking pooping, like your ass. What is it? When you get the tingly feeling, your ass falls asleep because you're on the toilet for so long. Sometimes it goes out smoothly. Other times you can be constipated. It really just depends on your diet. But pooping is a part-time job with the amount that you're consuming during this bulking phase. At least for me, but I find myself pooping like 4 or 5 times a day. So be aware of that if you're looking to be on a bulking journey. The third thing is your skin. Let me tell you, your diet greatly affects what your skin is gonna do. So if you're the type that, is doing a bit of a dirty bulk where you're just consuming everything in your path and you're eating a lot more than what your body normally handles, ooh, that can change the texture of your skin. Like, I made the mistake initially when I started where I'm like, I'm just going to consume whatever I want just because I want to put on weight, regardless of if it's turning into muscle or fat. I just want to get bigger. When I tell you the acne, and not just on my face, for me, I can only speak for me personally in this regards, but the acne that I had on my face and on my back, particularly my back, was trash, so trash. So with that being said, man, be mindful of the type of diet that you have, because it can literally change what your skin is doing. And for someone that I normally doesn't have acne problems, I sure as hell developed some when my diet wasn't particularly there. Now my skin is, today it's a good day, and I normally don't deal with acne that much, but man, your diet can greatly affect what your skin looks like. The last thing that I would want to talk about that people don't necessarily discuss when bulking is how you view yourself when you start seeing changes. And I say that because I personally, in my first fitness journey, or my first fitness journey, I gained 55 pounds the first time. And this was about 2.5 years ago. And it's crazy how I can look in the mirror some days and it's just like, man, I still look like the guy from 50 pounds ago, 50 pounds lighter. And just being mindful of, the body changes, and that's okay. And especially if you put on a significant amount of weight like I did, it will look differently. But I think just being careful that you don't hold on to that mindset, because even though I look small in the mirror, that's not exactly what's happening in real life. So there is a lot of mental work that you should do in addition to the physical work that you're doing, that's a part of your fitness journey. Just being mindful of those things and understanding that you are fine the way that you are. Yes, you want to change some things, but that shouldn't warp your entire mindset in terms of how you view yourself, and that can lead you down a dark path in order to achieve your goals. And we don't want that. We all natural around these parts and we want to stay that way. But definitely making sure that as your body changes, it doesn't change how you view yourself too negatively in that regards. I mean, everyone wants to look good naked. That's why I got on my fitness journey. I didn't like how I looked in the mirror. I didn't like how I looked when I was naked. Now, the bigger I get, the juicier I am. I feel pretty goddamn good. So, be mindful of those things. All right, that is all that I have today. Be sure to check out my other videos if you haven't. Like, share, subscribe, all that good jazz. I promise I am going to get more consistent in these videos. Just life with the new job and the new business ventures that I'm doing just kept me a little bit hectic. But till next time, everyone have a great day and see you in my next video. Peace.